Hello friends, today we are going to make a dragonfly. Now some of you, Pearson and Sophie, you have a piece of paper, looks sort of like this. And if you you'll feel that parts of the paper are a little bit sticky or rough. That is where I have used a white crayon. And what you will do is you will take your watercolors and paint over that, and you will see a picture revealing itself. Now, for the rest of you, you have a white crayon in your supply kit, and you're going to use that to draw your own dragonfly. Dragonflies are super duper awesomely cool animals. They are insects. That means they have 6 legs, but they can't walk. Oh, hi Mac. They have 6 legs, but they can't actually walk. So what good are those legs anyways? I guess they're good for sitting on. They also have 4 wings, 4 really strong wings. And what's so cool about those wings is that they let the dragonfly fly in 6 different directions. It can fly up, and it can fly down, it can fly forward and backward and side to side. No, don't drink that water. It can also hover. It can stand completely still in the air, which is really cool. It's also one of the fastest flying insects. Dragonflies can fly up to 35 miles per hour. That is actually as fast as you're allowed to drive on most streets, most roads, faster than some roads, most of them around here at least. What else can I tell you about them? They have some really cool eyes. Their eyes meet in the middle of their head and wrap around to the side. They're really huge eyes. And while we have 1 lens in each eye, a dragonfly has, roughly speaking, 50,000 lenses in their eyes. That means that they have really, really excellent vision. And since they go all the way out to the side of their heads, they can see what's going on to the sides without having to turn their heads, which is really cool. They use their eyes to hunt. They eat other insects. So they eat super slow insects like mosquitoes. They can only fly about 1.5 miles per hour. And they also eat bees, which are medium flyers at about 20 miles per hour. They eat, let's see, flies. Flies are faster. They can fly about 30 miles per hour. And the same thing with butterflies. They can also fly about 30 miles an hour. But they don't eat exclusively flying insects. They can also eat others like ants. So anything that's smaller than themselves, I guess, yoink, they'll eat it. I've never actually seen pictures of a dragonfly eating. Maybe that would be something interesting to look up. All right, but I like the dragonflies eat mosquitoes because I don't like mosquitoes. They bite me. So let's get on with it. We are going to draw a dragonfly. Dragonfly, we're going to start with its head. Now, you are going to use your white paper and your white crayon. And I know you're going to tell me, but Miss Anya, then we can't see what we're doing. Sort of true, sort of not true. If you hold your paper in just the right angle, you'll be able to see your crayon glistening on the page, okay? So you will be able to see what you're doing. You just have to sort of be a little bit sneaky about it. But I'm gonna do it on the orange paper here just to show you what's going on, because that'll make it a lot easier for you to make your own. So I'm gonna start here with the head. There we go. Now those eyes, actually, so I've just sort of drawn my eyes on the side of the head, like this, and imagine that they go round. If you want to make them so the eyes go all the way together, that's fine. That's maybe a little bit more correct. Dragonflies have pretty long bodies, so we're just going to make a long line down and on one side and long line down on the other side. And the body is divided into different sections, so we're just going to make some kind of like little smiles going down its back. It's a super smiley, happy dragonfly. There we go. Now, for those amazing wings, we're going to make a straight line out to the side. And you might want to just, back up a couple of times with your crayon so you make sure that you get some really thick, solid lines, okay? And we can make a line out to the other side here, okay? And we're gonna round the wing at the tip and go back up. And the same thing over here, round the wing and go back up. Now we're gonna make the other set of wings, and I'm just going to go from the outside and in. So round that wing, I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter than the first wing, and then go all the way back up to the body. Same thing over here, round it and back up to the body. There we go. Okay, remember symmetry, 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 symmetry. Nature loves symmetry. So two wings on each side, right? And they should look sort of identical. Dragon wings have these amazing patterns in their wings. Dragon wings, did I just call them that? Dragonflies. But of course, with a thick crayon, it's hard to make really fine patterns. So I'm just gonna make little arches here. Just down, along the side. Can you see what I'm doing at all? There we go. So I'm making these. I go down, along. I'm gonna make another one down here, and maybe one that comes out to the end of the wing. So if I did that on that side, I have to do it over here too, right? Because that is what symmetry is all about. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the one that comes out at the edge of the wing. Okay, maybe up here I need some patterns also on the second wing. So I'm just gonna make these go all the way across the wing. Like that. 2, 3, and 4. That's almost my dragonfly done. I'm gonna give it, how many legs do you remember me saying it had? 6, right? So I'm just gonna give it the 2 front legs. Oops. There we go. And the 2 most rear legs, because the middle set you won't be able to see from the top. So here we go. And there you have it. There's a dragonfly. I'm gonna give it a little flying route here that it's maybe followed as it whisked around the pond. So here we go. Oops, stay in place, please. There it goes. And I think it would be fun to write your name in crayon underneath here. So I'm gonna do that also. You're gonna write your name, I'm gonna write my own, as always. N, J, and A. There we go. And as I said, Pearson and Sophie, don't worry about this. You're just gonna go straight to the next part here. So the next part is where we are going to paint on top of the paper. So I'm gonna put this one aside and I'm gonna bring out my white paper that I have already drawn on. Okay, and now I'm going to use my watercolors. Oh, this paper is a little bit too tall, I think. I'm gonna have to fold it up here at the top. There we go. That's better. Okay, so you can just paint over any way you like. Use any color you like. I think I'm gonna use some purple. Yes, some purple. So you don't have purple, but you can make purple, right? Which 2 colors make purple? Do you remember from your experiments with Miss Mo? It is red and blue, right? Yes, red and blue make purple. Now, I don't actually have the fancy watercolors that you guys have. I just have some different ones. So I'm gonna go straight into the purple. I'm gonna sort of go around where I think that my dragonfly is. So I'm gonna go down the middle here. What do you know? What do we see? Oh my goodness, it's a dragonfly. Will you look at that? That is pretty cool, right? It is almost like magic we're doing here. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little more purple. Maybe do purple all over the paper. Look, it is revealing itself beautifully. I love it. So you can just do it all in one color like this if you want, or you can add some other colors to it. Maybe mix in some blue. I think blue goes really well with purple, probably because, hey, that's the color you use to make it, right? But do you see that? There it is. So maybe I want to, I don't know, make it a little blue around the flight path here, like that. Add a little blue here on the side. Just mix in the colors to make it look interesting. Different colors. Maybe a little blue over the wings. I don't know, like that. Do you think that looks nice? That's kind of fun, right? Maybe I want to add a little bit of a touch of yellow just to go around and add a little bit of a contrast to these cool colors. After all, maybe it's a nice sunny day, right? So I could maybe do some yellow up here and just blend that in with my purple and blue. I don't know, what do you think about that? I actually think that looks kind of nice. So that is your project today. Make a dragonfly appear out of nowhere. Pretty cool, right? So I bet that you see lots of dragonflies sometimes in your backyard. Sometimes if you see a rather large insect flying by, it's probably a dragonfly. There are some dragon damsels, or damselflies, I think, damselflies. They are almost the same, but they're a little bit skinnier, so that's how you can tell the difference. Oh no, my colors are running. Uh-oh. Now, a little trick when you're using the watercolors, you want to make sure that they're fairly runny, so you need to use quite a bit of water. Also, I don't think you want to saturate the color too much because I think it'll just make it look a little bit heavy. So make sure that the mix that you use, you put lots of water on your cake, your watercolor cake, and don't swirl around too much on it. Just make sure that you have enough to cover your paper. All right, friends, that's it for me today. Have a great day, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye now.